8 Swedish myths everyone wants to know. Swedish women are blonde and beautiful. Where the average British woman is a size 16, most women in Sweden take a size 12. The Swedes enjoy a balanced diet including national favorites like oily fish, boiled potatoes and lingonberries, and are a very active bunch. Exercise is promoted heavily in Sweden, and many Swedes will tell you that the best way to endure the long dark winters is by getting off your sofa and going on a long run. Swedes are reserved. Swedes living in flats often look through the peephole in their front door before stepping out into the hallway. This was out of fear of running into a neighbor and having to talk to them. Exaggerations aside, the average Swede is less likely to talk to a stranger, unless being asked for directions. Swedes spend their working lives in meetings. Kind of ironic considering the whole Swedes are reserved thing, but this is so true. They will have a meeting to plan for another meeting, which was itself preparation for the main meeting. All these meetings may seem unnecessary and inefficient to the outsider, but they are part of Sweden's consensus culture. Everyone is welcome to give his or her opinion, and those opinions are listened to. It's cold and dark. This kind of depends where you are, because after all Sweden is a long country. But yes, the winters are too long even right down here at the southern tip. It is my number one and really only gripe with Sweden. But then the first real day of spring comes around, and it somehow all seems worth it. Plus summers in Sweden can be glorious. Summer nights are long throughout the country, and you even get the midnight sun up north, and many of the beaches are fantastic. Swedes are green. Yes, Swedes are generally very aware of their impact on the environment and act accordingly. Recycling seems to be something of a national pastime. In 2012, 88% of all aluminum cans and PET bottles in Sweden were included in the recycling system, not far off the 90% target set by the Swedish Environmental Protection Agency. Maybe it all has something to do with the exalted position in which Swedes hold Mother Nature. Of course, there are exceptions, such as my neighbors who insist on dumping their takeaway litter by the side of the road every Friday night. Everyone drives Volvos. True. Volvos are safe, understated, and they drink too much. Like a true Swede, you could joke. Despite now being under Chinese ownership, Volvos remain very much in the hearts and on the driveways of the average Swede. They even have a place in the aspirational Swedish dream: a house, a Volvo and a dog. Volvo remains Sweden's favorite car, making up 3 of the top 6 models among newly registered passenger cars in 2012. Saab, the other brand that once accounted for a similarly large percentage of car sales, has disappeared from the list altogether, having collapsed despite frantic efforts to save it in 2011. Considering that old Saabs are known to run for 1 million plus kilometer, they should be on the roads for a while yet. Anyway, Swedes pay high taxes. They do indeed. Sweden's personal income tax rates are among the world's highest. The streets are clean, healthcare and higher education are essentially free, and childcare is reasonably priced. As they say, you get what you pay for. Sweden's quality of life is worth every krona. Also, in defense of Sweden's taxes, the system is very straightforward and reliable. Employers pay payroll taxes on top of your salary every month. Income taxes are deducted directly from your monthly salary, and every person is taxed individually, even when married. Sweden is expensive. You will find that most things cost about the same as in the UK. But the value of the Swedish krona has risen again in recent years, so yes, Sweden is expensive to the average visitor. A cup of coffee in my little town will probably cost you more than one in the most touristy part of London, and it's often cheaper to buy clothes online from the UK or US and import them than it is to go to the local shops. But for those of us earning Sweden's relatively high wages, prices aren't so bad. There are many Swedish myths. If you know any other Swedish myths, write on comment section, or if you want to give an opinion on these 8 Swedish myths, write a comment. Subscribe to our channel to get more amazing videos every day. Thank you.